Welcome back to Marcus Reacts. So, I'm sure a lot of people have heard about the whole Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare situation. So, by this time, there's been a manhunt looking for the suspect involved in his unaliving. FDI have their commentary, and this is what they're saying.
Look at some of these facts that we now know, especially this breaking news about an inscription of some sort on the shell casings themselves. What do you make of what we know?
Yeah, interesting, the different scenarios that can play out. One, it's a targeted killing, maybe sponsored by an entity, versus a personal grievance, and maybe this individual had against the victim or the United Health itself. Looking at the two, the reconnaissance obviously was done and was quite remarkable. The shooting, the shooter was very good with clearing that jam with a weapon, would show weapon experience, the escape route, and the pre-planning. All of that is in place, which would seem to suggest there's some professional, sort of capability there. At the same point, the engravings, that are being reported on the shell casings, using actual purchases at a Starbucks right across the street, those are things that you just wouldn't see from something that was a more professional sort of assassination attempt. You wouldn't be caught on camera either. So just looking at these two scenarios, I think we just need a lot more evidence to understand which way it might go.
Now, that's a little bit of the logistics of what's involved, and they found a new picture of the suspect without his mask, and that's here.
Just minutes ago, the NYPD released these new images, and I want you to take a look at them, of the suspect wanted in the fatal shooting of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson. Here you can see a lot clearer his face. These are the two pictures. Take a look at that. This one, he's smiling. This is with the mask off. Second picture, still the mask off, not smiling, but you can see a much clearer photo, especially in this one, I think.
We've been having an ongoing feud in between the rich and the poor. As the economy worsens, people are struggling to survive, and the rich is benefiting off of the poor. These kind of situations are making it more and more to the headline because the tension is getting more and more apparent.
So many of you have probably seen the news regarding the CEO of United Healthcare. And someone tweeted a list of the various responses and reactions on TikTok to this news. Comments that really joke about prior authorization, denied claims, large deductibles. And what this really is an encapsulation of the frustration of Americans due to the American private healthcare system being unwaveringly cruel, complex, and inaccessible. In fact, a majority of the 25.6 million non-elderly adults in this country who are uninsured are predominantly found in low-income families and people of color. In fact, the number one reason people go bankrupt in this country is due to medical expenses, and that is not an issue that exists across the OECD world. Nations that actually treat healthcare like a human right and prioritize access over profit, which, by the way, is far more cost efficient, as the United States spends far more on healthcare with much worse outcomes. The CEO of UHC is not all that is wrong with the United States healthcare system. This issue is systemic. But we can only begin a just resolution to healthcare in this country as soon as we prioritize access and adopt a universal healthcare model.
It's no surprise that a lot of the people are having a lackluster response of being unconcerned about this CEO passing. They've had a long history of denying claims, life-saving procedures for a lot of people in need of those procedures. So this is some of the feedback that people are expressing from this situation.
Dude, no way. Bro, what happened? What is it? It says here the CEO of United Healthcare, like the insurance company, got gunned down in broad daylight in the middle of New York City. Dude, check this out. What the heck? That's nuts. Bro, I know. And it says in the article that the gunman is still on the loose right now as we speak. Oh my God. Is he okay? No, dude, the CEO ended up dying at the... Oh, no, I'm not talking about the CEO. I'm talking about the gunman. Like, is he all right? Like, has he fled the country? Is he okay? Does he need food, water? I don't think you could say that.
Y'all, if there is anything I have learned off TikTok today, it is this. We should all be asking ourselves, if I were to be pew-pewed tomorrow in the street, in the middle of broad daylight, have I lived my life in such a way that the entire country would give a collective, like, don't get me wrong, I also am going, but dang. Anyway, think about it, be good.
So I don't know. What do you guys make of the situation? Are you on the side of not caring as much because he was a rich asshole and, it is what it is? He should have had a situation where he was able to help those people in their dire need of medical conditions and treatment. Or you're on the side of, hey, he was a person, no matter what you think of him, he shouldn't have been put in this situation and this shouldn't have happened to him. So put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Marcus Reacts. Talk to you soon.